graph the solution set. Which solves absolute value of 2x minus 5 is less than 3. So the first thing we should do is solve, and so let's recall the absolute value function. It says that absolute value of x is equal to x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and negative x if x is less than 0. So we can rewrite this to encompass both the cases. So we can say that 2x minus 5 is less than 3 if the case is that this value is greater than or equal to 0, or negative 2x minus 5 is less than 3 in case that value is less than 0. So now we want to solve these guys individually. So on the left, let's add a 5 to both sides of the inequality, so we get 2x is less than 8, and then dividing by 2, and since we're dividing by a positive number, the inequality won't switch on us. So finally we have x is less than 8 over 2, which is 4. So we got one of them done, right? So now let's work on the right. And the first thing I want to do to make things easy for us is to divide both sides of the equation by -1. So on the left side, the signs cancel out, and on the right we're going to get a -3. But since we're dividing by -1, anytime you divide or multiply by a negative number, the inequality is going to switch. So what this is going to turn into is 2x minus 5 is greater than -3 instead of less than. So now, solving like usual, we want to add a 5 to each side. So we get 2x is greater than 2. And then finally, dividing by 2, this gives us that x is greater than 1. So now we have the values of x that they can take, and we want to graph them. We want to graph them on the real number line. So here's our real number line. In the center is going to be 0, and the numbers that we're interested are 1 and 4. Right, so I'll draw a couple points outside of 1 and 4. So we know that x is less than 4, right? So since it's less than 4, and it can never equal 4, then we want to draw an open circle on the 4, and we know that our line is going to be going this way, towards the left, since we can't have any numbers greater than 4. And we also know that x is greater than 1, so we want to draw another open circle where 1 is, and we want to take the values greater than 1. So filling in this line, our interval is going to be the open interval between 1 and 4.